Hey everyone, so this look is kind of inspired by fall since it is fall right now um, up here in the northern hemisphere, and I'm going to be using eyeshadows from Beige Cosmetics. First and foremost though, I'm going to start with the base, and I'm using MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. You can also use MAC Paint Pot and Bare Steady or Urban Decay Primer Potion, Too Faced Shadow Insurance, any sort of primer that you like to use as your base. Just go ahead and apply that. I applied this all over my lid, up to my brow bone, and up to my brow, and also along my lower lash line. And I just applied it with my finger and blended it out. Next I used NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Cherry, and I just applied it on the outer 2/3 of my lid, and then I used my finger just to kind of blend it out. If you don't have this color, you don't really have to worry about it that much. I just used it because it gave the copper orange color that I used for shadow, it gave it a warmer base, and also something slightly sticky to stick to, for the eyeshadow to stick to. But like I said, this is optional. It will help your orange to pop out more though if you want a brighter, if you want that orange copper color to pop out more. Next I used NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, and I just applied it to the remaining area that I didn't apply cherry to, and then I blended where the two met and blended it out. Like I said, these two steps are kind of optional. You don't really have to do them. I just kind of did. I was trying to test them out, see how it liked working with the jumbo pencils. Now the first palette I'm going to be working with is the 120 Pro palette, the first edition palette from BH Cosmetics, and it's the eyeshadow that I highlighted with the green arrow there. And I'm just using a crown brush, mini oval smudger brush, to apply it into the inner corner of my eye. And once it's applied, then I'm just going to go ahead and blend out any harsh lines. Working from the third edition palette now, I'm using the orange color highlighted there, and I'm still using the same brush as what I just used earlier, the Crown Oval Smudger brush, and I'm just packing on the color, literally packing it on to my eyelid area and over where I had applied cherry. I'm going to apply it up to my lid, and then once it's applied up to, or not up to my lid, sorry, I'm going to apply it up to my crease, and once it's up by my crease over in the hollowed out section of my eye socket, I'm going to blend it out, and then I'm also going to blend it in with the white eyeshadow that I just applied. Now if you want, you can use a blender brush to do all the blending. I'm fine with using the same brush that I actually applied the shadow with. However, if you feel that you need to use something like a MAC 217 or just any sort of fluffy brush like that to help you do your blending, then by all means do that. Now to add in the smoky effect, I am working again from the third edition 120 Pro palette, and it's actually the color that's highlighted there with the green. And I'm using a Revlon contour shadow brush, and I'm just applying it to the outer, I guess you could say the outer V. If you have hooded eyes, this is actually the perfect way for you to do a smoky eye, is rather than trying to define your crease, you just want to kind of smoke out that last third of your eyelid and then blend the shadows in, and that will actually help you to have a smoky eye effect if you have hooded eyes. I wanted to go for a more extreme cat eye, so I was taking the color and dragging it out with the Revlon shader brush. I can't really describe how I was dragging it out to a corner, but if you look, I was pretty much following the same angle that my lower lash line goes up at. So I'm sure some of you have heard the tutorials about how you can properly wing your liner by following your lower lash line up to your eyebrow. Same thing applies with how I created the cat eye effect with the eyeshadow. Then I took whatever was left on the Revlon brush and just carried it underneath my eye just to smoke out my bottom lash line. Working from the first edition palette again, I'm using this yellow color here, and I'm gonna apply it right above the two colors that I have just placed, the smoky brown color and the orange color. I decided to go for a gold tinted highlight just because I felt it complemented the fall colors better rather than just going with a plain neutral highlight. So I wanted to have more of a gradient effect from the orange to the gold. So this was kind of my, I guess you could say my gateway color into my highlight. For my actual highlight color that is directly underneath my brow, I used the yellow color highlighted here from the first edition palette and applied it with the same Face Secrets shadow blender brush that I used before. Applied it right underneath my eyebrow and then blended it in downwards towards the other gold color that I applied and then into the other colors on my lid. I then lined my water lines, both of them, my lower and upper, so I basically tight lined with MAC's Chromaline Black Pencil. And then I also applied it onto my lower lash line, just a little bit. I only went about halfway in, and then I took I took a MAC 231 brush and smudged the liner all the way across, just to help give me more of a smoky eye. You could also kind of consider this an Arabic eye, I guess, if you wanted to, because of the liner and how pronounced it is and how angular it is. For my upper lash line and to get the points on both the end and the inner corner of my eye, I used Physicians Formula Eye Definer Felt Tip defining marker. And then for the gold highlight that is underneath my lower lash line, I used the gold color highlighted from the 88 Cool Shimmer palette from BH Cosmetics. And I just applied it with the same smudger brush that I've been using the whole other time and smudged it right in with the liner. Now, if you are someone who likes to use tape, you can use tape instead of having to wipe away the eyeshadow. I prefer to just wipe it away and then blend it out as I go. I don't really like to put the tape on my face. Once you're finished with your eye makeup, you can go ahead and do your concealer and your foundation if you haven't done so already. And then I went ahead and filled in my brows. I used MAC Espresso Eye Shadow along with a MAC 266 brush. And I always use short strokes whenever I'm filling in my brows. And because I tend to follow the same shape as my brows as they naturally grow in, after I've plucked them, of course, obviously, I just use the natural brow that I have just to fill it in and give it some shape and definition. Apply your favorite mascara. For the time being, I'm using Smoky Lash by Makeup Forever. And then I went ahead and I sculpted along the back part of my cheekbone with MAC Sculpting Powder in Bone Beige. I wanted to pull from the orange and coral and red, gold tones that you normally see in fall. So I used Nuance Blush by MAC, and then as a highlight I decided to go with a gold shimmer, and I used Makeup Forever's Star Powder number 902. So this is a completed look. I hope you guys like it. If you want to add some lip color, you know, you can just go for a neutral gloss or really wow it and go for anything that you really want to have on your lips. So there you go. Hope you guys like it. Oh shit, I have no idea where my earphones are. Hey.
They're downstairs on me.
Hello? Oh, there you are. A makeup video. Yeah. 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 Hang on, let me put you on speaker. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead, give a shout out to your homies.
I'm good.
No, come on. Come on, just do it. Come on. Come on, just once.
I don't like you, baby cheese.
Come on, just say you want to give a shout out to your homies like you did on the phone.
You are my homie. I gave you a shout out. Shouldn't talk to me. My hip is cold.
Yeah, that's going on the film.